Commissioner Peirce, let me start with you, since you are known as Crypto Mom, based upon your interest in this, literally Crypto Mom, and you have thousands of Twitter followers because of this,
yeah,
right?
But most of them now call me evil crypto stepmom.
Hey, everybody, it's Eddie from Tokyo. This is your cryptocurrency update from Japan, and that was Hester Peirce, the SEC commissioner. And yeah, Hester could have reclaimed her esteemed title as Crypto Mom if she'd chosen to expose the SEC's falsehoods before the courts brought them to light. What I'm talking about is Judge Robert Shelby. He has warned the SEC lawyers in the Debt Box lawsuit about their deception and threatened to sanction the agency. The Utah company had their assets frozen in a business bank account. The judge said that this caused irreparable harm. The node license that they sell is accused of being an unregistered security. The licenses are merely code. It utilizes the code to mine crypto. Despite the SEC taking this despicable bad actor action in the space, the market is strong today. Bitcoin looking to 40,000, with the majority of the top 100 by market cap, as you see here, in the green. IOTA, very popular in Germany, is up 23%. It had reached a 43% gain after registering as a foundation in Abu Dhabi, claiming to be the first to be registered under this framework, funded with 100 million in tokens that will be locked up for 4 years. And then we have Ordinals that's really standing out, ORDI, Ordi, also surging. This is a Bitcoin NFT ecosystem. It has soared 600% over the last 3 months with their sales of non-fungible tokens. This rise is over 43.2 million inscriptions to date. If this image looks familiar, and it should, this is a project that started out on the XRP ledger. I had Kai on the channel just a couple of months ago where he talked about bringing a new collection over to the Ordinals platform. And this morning, I was in a live space with Chip, who is part of the on-chain broadcast. They have the channel with he and Jeff. He also is moving a collection over to Ordinals. This is a pretty exciting build out for the Bitcoin ecosystem. Now let's jump to Australia. I'm going to play for you just a very short clip from an earnings call from Novatti. Novatti is a partner in payments for Stellar, XRP Ledger, Ethereum, and others. Have a listen.
In terms of the RBA pilot projects around CBDCs, which distributed ledger do you consider having better utility? He's referenced a few with Stellar and Hedera.
Core to the strategy around the stablecoin is to be a multi-blockchain stablecoin. And so I think as we further develop that strategy, there will be many more blockchains on which we seek to deploy the stablecoin for a wide variety of use cases, both in this market and beyond. So I wouldn't want to comment on which one we're seeing being preferable at the moment, because it really is a multi-blockchain strategy.
Novatti has this stablecoin, AUDD, backed 1-to-1 with the Australian dollar. This stablecoin is blockchain agnostic, and it runs on Stellar, the XRP Ledger, and Ethereum, with further blockchains to be added on a case-by-case basis. And there's a new company that has announced that they are going to integrate with this digital asset. And it is a company called ZeroCap that has won for the second time in a row the Blockchain Organization of the Year. This is part of the Blockies, which just took place a few days ago in Australia. This company has my attention. They are not only a private wealth management firm and infrastructure, but look at the services: over-the-counter spot, OTC desk, derivatives, crypto market makers, Web3 digital assets trading, treasury and lending, digital asset custody. Wow. ZeroCap. Yes, don't forget. I think you're going to hear a lot about this company in the future. All right, we're going to jump to the AMM, the automated market maker on the XRP ledger. Have a listen.
What is an automated market maker, AMM? Imagine a robot that's always ready to help you trade your money with others on a special online platform, the XRP Ledger's decentralized exchange. This robot doesn't need to find someone else to take the other side of your trade. It just makes the trade happen using a big pot of money it manages. How does it work? Trading. You can swap one type of money for another anytime you want, using the robot's pot of money. The robot uses a special formula to decide the swap rate, creating a pool. Anyone can create a new pot of money for two different types of assets if it doesn't exist yet, or add to an existing one. Rewards for pool creators. People who add money to the pot get special tokens as a thank you. These tokens can be used to get a share of the money in the pot back, along with some extra. Have a say in changing the robot settings, like trading fees.
That was Daniel of Casino Coin, and I'm going to put a link to the video in the description below so you can listen to it in its entirety. I am really pleased to tell you that I found the Treasury XRPL. This is an educational course and platform where I did take the AMM course yesterday. I passed. I missed 4, so I had a score of 79%, but that was a passing score. Very impressive. Over 20,000 people so far have been learning. You do earn a treasury token when you do complete a correct answer. They have a lot of great courses like financial literacy, XRPL basics, the importance of doing your own research, not your keys, not your crypto, and an XRPL basics, just to name a few. I'll also put a link to their website in the description of this video. Well, I have to tell you, this post from Yassim Mubarak really has me wondering. He asked if David could please explain why XRP has not been included in Ripple's Liquidity Hub product 5 months after the July 13th decision by Judge Torres stating that XRP is not inherently a security. The reply from David was, unfortunately, no, so he can't explain. He tells us to look at what happened the last time he did exactly this around their ODL strategy. I don't know what he's talking about. I just don't have any idea. I must have missed it. If you know about the reference that David is making here, I'd love to hear it in the comment section. Thank you. Yes, I just slipped in a little bit of fluff. What you heard is an Ugui Subari. This is a floor that has a very clever construction. It's used to generate a distinct chirping sound when anyone sets foot on the boards. It was very popular in the days of ninjas. The floor ultimately served as a sort of alarm system in some famous Japanese homes and also in castles. And in Kyoto, for instance, you can visit one of these and do your best to slither silently across the floor in the Nijo Castle or in the Toji-in Temple. But you probably will find it's nearly impossible because the floor's clever design actually makes a louder sound as steps become lighter. This singing sound that it makes is like a winged nightingale, for which it is named after. I'm going to let Caitlin Long take you out with her wonderful testimonial after she read Attorney John Deaton's book. All right, everybody, do take care. Sayonara for now. Bye-bye.
And I just got done reading John Deaton's book. It was a phenomenal book. It's called Food Stamp Warrior. he's the lawyer who gathered 75,000 XRP holders to agree to be sued by the U.S. government. They intervened in the XRP case against the SEC. To be 75,000 people from around the world agreed to become defendants against the U.S. government in that case. It's an incredible story, and I don't agree with John that he moved on from Bitcoin pretty fast because of the scaling issues. I don't agree with him there, but he's a phenomenally smart guy, and that book was a stunning book. And he grew up in the hood. He was one of 3 white people in his high school. And just what his experience of going from, he was a food stamp warrior, grew up in a very poor family, knew real hunger, and lifted himself up by bootstraps on boots he never even had. And it's just an incredible rags to riches story. But he is a fighter, and he is a perfect example of somebody who used his platform for good and pulled together 75,000 people to intervene in what he calls one of the strangest writs of mandamus ever filed in the U.S. court system. And he succeeded. And it's a phenomenal story. I highly recommend the book. It was such a page turner. It's a crypto adjacent book because he's obviously a well-known person in this space. And I don't want to get into the Bitcoin versus XRP thing, but I will say that he did an incredible service to all of us, and his point is well taken. He said, and I didn't know back then because I wasn't following it. He said this is going to impact the entire crypto industry. This XRP lawsuit, and he turned out to be right. And so by fighting and by being a brass knuckle and literally brass knuckle, he's going to, if you read his book, you'll hear about his brass knuckle stories. He's a true fighter, and, became a U.S. Marine and then a prosecutor and ended up, he said, like, he was so successful in his law practice that he started to get bored by it. And then crypto became the thing that caused him to get out of bed in the morning. And he's not been making money off his crypto lawsuits. He did all of that because he was an XRP owner. And he said, look, what the SEC did was steal from people. That's his perspective. By calling XRP a security and having all the exchanges delist it, that was what he concluded. And he wanted to stand up and fight. And thank God he did. Thank God we have people like that in our industry.
Amazing.